Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roller Planet. We're here at the Xfinity Arena in Colorado Springs for the 2023-2024 PIHA Finals. Tonight we're bringing you Game 1 and 2 of the professional level inline hockey between the Suffolk Sting and the Denver Demon Dogs. I'm Logan McCrary, here with Joe Uria.
Hey, well, good evening, and this is really going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So last year, of course, the Demon Dogs ended up coming back from a 3-1 deficit to win it in 7 games. Of course, Jake Townsend, the finals MVP, is the one who ended up being the real difference maker in that. But head coach Jay Muro all year is talking about how this is our year. He's been telling the guys out east they're going to sweep them, we're going to sweep them, we're going to sweep them. They've reloaded their squad. PJ DiMartino is back on the team, and you can expect them to really make an impact tonight.
And DiMartino missing last year as we get underway here, so the Sting really looking to get a little revenge going early. Jake Townsend out there leading the league this year, both divisions, in scoring. That's number 8 for the Demon Dogs. Sting controlling, and that's Townsend taking over. And Townsend's going to bring it back behind his own net, looking to get something set up here. Trying to find a lane. Holding on to it, and there he is over to 31. Excuse me, that's number 11. That's Kyle Phelps. He controls in the middle, back to the center rink. CJ Bateman back to Townsend. Townsend fighting 1-on-2 there. He's going to turn it over. That's KJ Tiefenworth handling now. Sting looking to get the first shot. Billy Pascali handling. He passes, and now he's going over to 55. PJ DiMartino, he's the one that is returning this season. Sting looking for a whistle there as DiMartino goes down. Townsend handling in the corner, battling for it now. CJ Bateman over there to help. That was Jay Mula lifting the stick, getting the turnover. Now on the left dot. And Bateman sends it back going the other way. Alex Payne handling, he loses the puck. Max Halverson, big D-man, getting it back over to the Sting. Looking for a shot here. Tiefenworth not able to get it off. And that's Taylor J now handling, going the other way. Shot there, good block. Max Halverson with the defense in front of his own net. Puck goes back to the near corner. Halverson again. Brett Jackson. That's Anthony Kozlow with it now. Jackson behind him. Kozlow takes it across the middle, and he's going to keep it in his own end for now. As the Sting look to get something set up here. That is Halverson handling. Getting chased by Taylor J. Over to Dan Healy. Healy looks for the feed out front. Good defense there by CJ Piz. And Alex Payne handling now in his own corner, takes it back behind his net. Circling behind goaltender John Joy. John Joy with the 2 shutouts against the Colorado Springs Thunder in the Rocky Mountain Division. Strong performance from him last weekend. Looking to keep that going. As Alex Payne keeps it into the offensive zone. He's going to feed it around the boards, and that's going to go all the way back as CJ Piz looks to pick it up from his goaltender. He sends it around. Michael Ellis sends it back over to Piz. Piz holding on to it for now. Townsend's going to pick it up. Sends it over to Michael Ellis. Ellis going to carry it, and he's going to lose that puck to Bill Pascali. Pascali's shot deflected. Michael Ellis to Piz. Over to Ruben Roombout, that is. Townsend controlling. Out in front of their own net. And Demon Dogs going back the other way now. Ruben Roombout controlling. Over to the left dot. Looking for a pass out front. Deflected and back out to center rink. Colby Schaefer now holding. He's going to control, send it around the boards to find Ruben Roombout again. And Demon Dogs trying to build some momentum now. Pass broken up. by Bill Pascali. Fight for it. Townsend's pass is wide. Rimbaud's going to regroup in his defensive zone.
Bit of a tentative start by both teams, really, to get this final going. Probably you would say the Sting have had the better chance early on in this one, but ultimately they're just going to feel each other out, see how it goes, and then try to capitalize when they believe they have a good chance.
Turnover by the Demon Dogs. Steen can't control, though. Now it's another battle down in the corner. Townsend up against Josh Weger. Weger looking for some help from his D-man, Tiefenworth. That's Matos there fighting for it, pushing guys off the puck. Puck out in front. And Sting controlling again in their defensive zone. Rink wide pass. See where the shot goes, and that's out of play. Got our first stoppage in play here.
Just talk a little bit quickly about how both teams got here. So, to the Rocky Mountain Conference champions, the Demon Dogs. This is their third year in a row representing the division at the finals. Of course, the defending champions, outlasting the Suffolk Sting last year in 7 games after coming back very impressively from a 3-1 deficit. So they had the 1 seed in the regular season, and they beat the Thunder.
That's Alex Payne looking for a shot. And a good save by Steve Brandy, the goaltender for the Sting.
Just to finish that up, so they were the number 1 seed. Both were the 1 seed. Demon Dogs got a berth to the conference final, ended up facing the Colorado Springs Thunder, who had won the night before, and the Demon Dogs were just too much for them. With the Suffolk Sting, it was a little bit more difficult. They had to take the few to 3 games, and they had to tie it up with 4 minutes remaining in game 3, and then end up winning it in overtime, of course, off of Max Halverson. So Sting, the last 2 years have had a difficult time getting to the final, but ultimately both of these teams that are here tonight are the ones that deserve to be here.
Sting very glad to have PJ DiMartino back. He was actually the one that was able to tie the game late in the second period. Sting looking for a shot and a goal! KJ Tiefenworth gets us going first. First score. Just 3 shots on net for the Sting, and that third one finds the back of the twine there, getting past John Joy.
Pressure paid off there. Nice work by PJ DiMartino down low to force a turnover. Dan Healy ends up feeding it to Mula, who you don't give him that kind of space. He's going to score from there 9 out of 10 times, and he does this time. 1-0 Sting lead.
That's just the start the Sting we're looking for, as AJ Kozlow now controls, looking to get another shot. Going to feed out front, but that's going to be intercepted by Townsend. He's going back the other way. Townsend feeds back, turnover, Tiefenworth again, left dot, another shot, and that's deflected out of play. Big save by John Joy. Yeah, you know he wants to get that one back. After a double shutout performance last weekend in the Rocky Mountain Conference Finals. Face-off going to be to Joy's right. The Sting going to come away with it with a feed out front. Big pad save by Joy off the shot from Max Haverson. Loose puck, Haverson with it, feeding to the left dot now. Tiefenworth bobbles that. And big Haverson takes down Wes Schaefer there behind the net. Sting controlling for another shot and feed. And easy pickings is another score for the Sting. Looks like Billy Pascali with that one just lifts that puck over, splayed out John Joy. Now the Sting with an early 2-goal lead, and you can feel the momentum building for this Suffolk team.
And again, all starts from that high pressure from the Sting. They're really going to press you. Max Halverson forcing the turnover there. Ultimately, though, again, these are those things that start with the Demon Dogs getting a little careless with the puck, and when Halverson's out there, when Pascali's out there, you can't afford to do that and get away with it for very long, and they didn't that time.
This is already a very tough Suffolk team, and playing with the chip on the shoulder after last year's finals performance, losing to the Demon Dogs. They're going to play tough this whole series. The Dogs looking for a feed out front. There's going to be a turnover there. So Kozlow controlling over to the left dot, feeds to Josh Weger. And another score. Max Haverson. Looked like there was some pushing and shoving out there in front of Joy, and he just don't know if he ever saw that puck.
He might have, but not until very late. I mean, I think the issue, again, turnovers in the defensive end early on are killing the Demon Dogs right now. And when that pass, what the Sting are very good at doing, they turn it over high and they get it to their top scorers in really dangerous areas. It's almost like they just know exactly where to be at every spot, every moment. Halverson was there too, and Halverson's not going to miss from there, 3-0.
First 7 minutes of the first period are gone. 7 shots for the Sting, 3 have found the back of the net. It's the Demon Dogs control now in their defensive zone. It's a battle behind the net for a feed out front. Jake Townsend intercepts that, feeds it to the wall. Weger's controlling now. Sting regroup, looking for a pass all the way down. But that's going to go along the wall, and going to be another battle in the corner. It's Weger on Townsend. Now over to Brett Jackson. Gonna look for a shot here. Feed the pass over to Bill Pascali. Now back over to Matos. Matos. And puck now in the near corner. Sting still controlling. The feed out in front of Joy. And a big save by Joy. It's Townsend now controlling for the Demon Dogs. Trying to take some of the pressure off his team here. It's just, this game has just felt like it has been all the Sting. That was Kitchland losing the puck there. Over to Pascali. Pascali turns it over to Townsend. Townsend over the middle, nobody, 2-on-1. And it looks like a big save there. Steve Brandy. Couldn't see where the puck went. It looks like it got buried just under his right pad.
This thing got a little crossed up there. It was almost like the Demon Dogs whites blended in with the rink. It was, they all ended up getting sucked deep into the offensive zone, and they left CJ Bateman wide open. A good shot, good work there by Keith Johnson to stop the breakaway.
Demon Dogs wishing they could really capitalize on that. They had 2 men in front of the Sting goalie. Forgive me, that's Keith Johnson in net, not Steve Brandy. Right now, Sting now controlling, moving it back across center rink. Tiefenworth with it, looking for a feed out front to Natasha Allen. That's going to pass it behind her. Sting still with it. Still Haverson, he passes back. It's over to Weger. Weger sends it across the middle. Passes behind Bill Pascali, and now the Demon Dogs controlling. Taylor J with it. The shot going to be deflected off of Bill Pascali. Pascali being challenged, now over to Haverson. Haverson controls. There's Natasha Allen. Slow rolling puck, Sting still controlling though. Pascali looking to make the move, and the backhand gets past Joy for a 4-0 lead for Suffolk.
You don't give the puck away to Billy Pascali in that part of the rink. What he will just do, and all these Suffolk Sting players, especially their top end guys like Pascali, like DiMartino, they will just take every inch of space they possibly can. And he did, and he ended up outdueling the defenseman in a nice backhand finish for a 4-0 lead.
Denver comes away with the face-off with the puck. Ellis looking for another shot. First one deflected, second one deflected. Now the Sting controlling again. 2-on-1 for the rush here. That puck just sails past the stick of Anthony Kozlow. Denver coming back the other way. Looked like Roombout bobbled the puck there as he was trying to control. Sting now take it. Long pass now over to DiMartino. PJ on his knees, fighting to get the puck in. Good saves by Joy. Sting still control, passing back to their defensive zone. Anthony Kozlow controlling. He's going to take it behind his own net. Roombout challenging. Kozlow looking for a little help. Sends it around the boards. Pass is deflected, but it looks like it got behind John Kitchline. Kitchline battling. We may have our first penalty of the game here. We'll see. Not sure what the stoppage was for, but looks like got some extracurriculars going. Two guys tying up. It's like room bout, and not sure which Sting player he was tying up with, but we're gonna get two guys into the box.
I don't really understand what PJ DiMartino was so upset about there. I mean, he's going one-on-one against Jazz Kitchline. PJ, who is very good at protecting the puck, tried to dip his shoulder. Jazz wouldn't give him the outside, and ultimately played a really physical play there. I think that just got under his skin a little bit, and he took exception to that play and tried to go after Kitchline, and looks like this Demon Dogs are going to get a power play out of this.
Yep, so by mistake, we're not going to get two guys in the box. Looks like just a Sting. Going to be on the power play here, or on the penalty kill, rather. Face-off going to be to the left. Keith Johnson. Demon Dogs looking to get off the schneid here and put something up on the board. Get rid of that goose egg. Pass over to Phelps. Now to Townsend. Back and forth between Phelps and Townsend. And Bateman's pass bounces off the glove. Keith Johnson. Townsend controlling still. Schaefer feeds it out to Phelps. Phelps' pass goes over the crossbar, missing wide. Phelps had a huge week last weekend against the Thunder. I lost count of how many goals he had. I mean, he had at least 3 in the first game. Scoring machine last weekend. We'll see if he can continue it as Townsend now controls. That bounces off the skate of the Sting player, and they're going to get the clear. Bill Pascali fighting down there for it with Phelps. Phelps controlling. 20 seconds left in the period. Bateman's controlling from the left dot. Pass over to Townsend. Townsend, big save there by Johnson. Townsend just misses the mark. 5 seconds to go. Sting going to try and finish this period with a shot. And the last second goal, huge by Max Halverson. Just lifts that puck right over the glove side of John Joy.
That's a killer. That's a real killer. You're right at the end of the half. Your power play, which is actually done pretty well, and Townsend was very unlucky to hit the post there. Also, good job by Keith Johnson to get over. But ultimately there, it's just Halverson shorthanded, and yet another marker for Max Halverson to give him the 5-0 lead.
Yeah, the shorthanded goal by Halverson, and as you've seen, Suffolk with all the momentum here in the first half.
Having a good time. It is time for us to play the Happy Gilmore Challenge. Gentlemen, the Happy Gilmore Challenge is sponsored by...
And as we go to halftime, we're going to have a little halftime festivities here, so we're going to turn things over to the center rink, and we'll be back with you for the start of the second period. And welcome back to the second half of Game 1 between the Suffolk Sting and the Denver Demon Dogs. In that first half, all Suffolk Sting with a 5-0 lead and still on the penalty kill. Still waiting for the Sting to come out and take the rink. Looks like starting the second half for the Demon Dogs. They've got Bateman and Townsend out once again, along with Wes Schaefer and Kyle Phelps. That power play 1 unit. Face off just seconds away. Bill Pascali, Haverson, and PJ DiMartino out there again. It's a scrum in the middle. The Demon Dogs now controlling. Just 10 seconds left on that power play. Pass back to Phelps. Phelps over to Townsend for that shot. Bounces off the glove. Johnson and the Sting are back to full strength. Demon Dogs still controlling for another shot. The feed in by Townsend, deflected by Phelps. Goes off the glass. Sting now controlling across the middle. Dan Healy with it, battling. Townsend chips that away, the Sting recover. Now Pascali going across the middle, makes a move. Pass over to PJ DiMartino, he's just a little bit out of position for it, but he's controlling now. That feed into the middle over to Townsend, and a collision between DiMartino and Townsend. Puck bounces off of Townsend's head, no call by the refs. Big move by Pascali to move it back in. Another move around Townsend, he's in the middle. He keeps moving past Demon Dog defenders, but it is chipped away by Jazz Kitchland. Now Haverson to the middle. Pascali's pass to back to Haverson, it's a little wide. Down in the corner now. Sting still controlling. Pass to Haverson. Now back to DiMartino, coming in on the left dot, into the middle. Another shot, and that's good! Billy Pascali with another one. 6-0 Sting.
Just another lethal play. And really what that does, first of all, their penalty kill was pretty impeccable, save for maybe one chance. But then, as you're going back and you're coming back the other way, look at all the puck movement that's happening at the top. A lot of crossing, a lot of drop passes, a lot of trying to pull the Demon Dogs out. They ended up pulling 2 towards them, and ultimately Pascali was alone in the high slot, 6-0.
Yeah, even when the Sting, or the Demon Dogs were able to break up and play, tough for them to get control of the puck. Seems like the Sting just get it right back every time. But now the Demon Dogs controlling. Pass over to Roombout. Back with it now. Over to Ellis. Ellis being challenged. And that's a turnover. Brett Jackson. Big battle on the puck in the near boards. Demon Dogs still looking for it, but it's a Sting to come away. Ted Matos with it over to Josh Weger. Matos looking for a shot, trying to feed it in. Just Brett Jackson, but that goes wide. And Demon Dogs with it now. Building some speed across the middle. It's Payne. Over to Jay. Now Sting controlling, back behind their own net. Sends it around. Matos with it. His pass to Weger is broken up. Demon Dogs control. It's over to Taylor Jay. Across the middle. Looking for a backhand low. That deflects. It goes all the way back to Townsend. Townsend feeds another one in low. And we're going to get a cover up by Keith Johnson. Face off over to his right. 3 minutes off the board here in the second period, game 1. 6-0 lead by the Sting. Sting also leading in shots, 13-8. Sting win the face-off. Pass across the middle. It's over to Tiefenworth, and he lifts it over Joy for another score. 7-0 Suffolk. Tiefenworth, second of the game.
Sting just stretched out the Demon Dogs once again. That's a great look past Scally to Tiefenworth. I mean, if you are a fan of the modern professional roller hockey game, you've heard that on the Black Ice teams, on Team USA, and again tonight with the Suffolk Sting. And Tiefenworth has just been so deadly tonight, and that backhander was solid.
And after a double shutout performance last weekend, John Joy is going to get swapped out for Kevin Dwyer as we're getting a goalie change here in the middle of the second period for Denver Demon Dogs. We'll see if that changes things for them. It's just been a brutal game for John Joy. Sting able to solve him very quickly, and those pucks just keep finding their way in the back of the net. But some incredible moves by the Sting. I mean, they're going at him from every direction. Glove side, blocker side, high, low. Everything just seems to be going their way.
This is why the Sting, before last year, had won 5 in a row. I mean, they are so deadly. You know, Jay and Vio, who shout out to him. Vio's not here tonight. Anthony Violante had some health stuff, and he's finally, you know, back on the mend, so good for him. But those two are so good at recruiting players. When Jay and Vio asked you to play for them, you do. And for the last probably 10 years, they've been getting the best players to play on the Sting, and this is just an example of it tonight. A lot of gold medals from Team USA on the Sting roster, and this is why, of course, they've been able to solve most goaltenders this year pretty quick.
Demon Dogs with a face-off after that timeout. We'll see if Coach Owen Schaefer had any wise words for his team to get some fire going. And here comes Townsend pushing out in front. He makes a move. Gets pushed off the puck, tries to feed over to Taylor J, but that's a turnover. Now Tiefenworth again. He gets thrown into the net. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here. As the net comes back.
Yeah, Colby Schaefer just got beat on that one, and really the only thing he could really do on that is just reach over the top and try to go under the stick of KJ Tiefenworth, but unfortunately while trying to do that, he pulled him back, leading to him having to sit for 1:30 in the box and give the Sting another power play.
We'll see if the Demon Dogs penalty kill will have any answers here. Face off over to Dwyer's left. Puck goes into the corner. Demon Dogs can't quite pull off the clear. It's DiMartino controlling, looking for a lane. Backhanded pass to Haverson. Bounces off the Demon Dog leg and off Dwyer's right blocker. Back to DiMartino. Set up a shot here. DiMartino again. Into the corner for Tiefenworth. Back over to DiMartino. There's Haverson. PJ, the shot off Dwyer's blocker. Behind the net. And Haverson having a hard time controlling that one as that puck rolls back into the defensive zone. Penalty half over. Haverson. DiMartino to Haverson, back and forth there. And a cover up by Dwyer.
Good work by the Demon Dogs on that penalty kill. Really what the Sting do, and this is a product of all those Black Ice Pro teams, they want to beat you off a box power play. So the idea being that they're passing it around and getting you moving, so in that way you would condense and their best shooters can have open lanes up top. Good work by the Demon Dogs to not let that happen right so far.
Sting doing a good job controlling, very solid passing work. Dwyer gets another stop. 13 seconds left to go on the penalty here. Sting are going to make a change. Second power play unit coming out. Dan Healy lining up next to Wegger's left. Healy with that Sting penalty earlier gave the Demon Dogs an opportunity. Of course, Haverson getting the shorty on that. John Mula controlling as the Demon Dogs come back to full strength. Demon Dogs cover. Now Roombout trying to make a move. He gets pushed off the puck. Johnson can't cover up, and Sting recover, and now we're going the other way. Eula controlling for the left dot. Tries to feed that into Dwyer. Hits him, bounces off the logo. Demon Dogs control. Townsend handles the pass from behind. Looks for a shot. Roombout had a chance on the rebound there. Sends that around the boards. Townsend's going to send that back, and the Demon Dogs are going to regroup. It's Jazz Kitchland. Kitchline. This pass across the middle, goes wide. And we're going to get a cover up by Johnson. The face-off coming to his right. About 5.5 to go here in game one, second period. This one has been all Sting. Both teams back at even strength now. Face off. Demon Dog's gonna come away with it. Sting get that turnover. Once again, Demon Dog's having a hard time controlling. Sting looking for another lane. Pass across in front of Johnson. Not Johnson, excuse me, Dwyer. Dwyer makes the stop. Now we'll get a face-off to his right. Sting come away with it. Sting very, very strong in the face-off circle tonight. DiMartino controlling. Looking for a lane on the left side. Backhand bounces off a number of players. It goes into the corner. Natasha Allen with it now. She feeds it back. Allen and DiMartino. DiMartino with it. And that's going to be deflected and out of play. Jazz Kitchline with the stick on that one. Kitchline, excuse me. A little jawing back and forth between Kitchline and DiMartino there. As both teams make a change. DiMartino staying on. Brett Jackson wins that one for the Sting. The puck comes back. Feed over to DiMartino. He's going to handle. Puts that on the logo. Dan Healy trying to get the rebound there, but no good there. Demon Dogs controlling now their defensive zone. Pass across the middle. Over to Taylor J. He fights for it. Sends that over to Colby Schaefer. Puts that one on the net. Sting are going to push it back, going the other way. But now Demon Dogs control. He's going to send that one around the boards. Over to Alex Payne. Looking for Wes Schaefer down the other end, but that's intercepted. And get a cover up by Dwyer. Brett Jackson looking to put one on the board there. Looks like he bounced that off of Dwyer's blocker. Dwyer having a, I don't know if you'd say an easier time, but certainly much better luck so far late in the game than John Joy was.
Well, and especially too, you know, considering the scoreline, I think the Sting have backed up off a little bit, but honestly, I think the Demon Dogs have relaxed a little more. It feels like they're just playing a lot more solidly defensively in front of Dwyer. Sometimes the goalie change is what ends up sparking you a bit.
Another turnover by the Demon Dogs, and Sting taking another shot at it, but Townsend looking to get a pass over to Roombout. Roombout feet out front. And a cover up by Johnson. Denver looking to capitalize on one of those rebounds there. Looks like there's Michael Ellis there on that third shot, but no luck so far.
You could just see there how Keith Johnson is so good at tracking the puck. It never feels like he ever loses sight of it.
Kitchline feed over to Townsend, bounces off Johnson. He covers up once again. about trying to chop at that puck, but it gets moved away. We're going to get another face-off here. Demon Dogs not without scoring opportunities in this game. Despite the one-sided feeling, they've had some pretty good looks. They just haven't been able to find one good enough just yet. And a big hit there, Matos on the back of Roombout, and they're still going at it in front of the net. Looks like they're going to break that up though as the Sting control. There's a feed, it goes wide all the way down to Dwyer. Getting a little emotional out there, just a tad, but both teams still battling. Townsend sends that over to Kitchline. 2:40 left in this one. This is game one of the PIHA finals. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Haverson takes Townsend to the floor. Doesn't look like Townsend really agrees with it, but you know, they rarely do.
No. Very rarely do they say, you know what, yep, that was totally
that
me.
That one's on me, ref.
Yes, thank you for calling it. I'm so grateful for you. I think one of the reasons why he's trying to argue the penalty, same with Tiefenworth, is that he just felt that it was a clean hit, kind of consistent with what the game's been like physically so far. But what the ref is actually calling him is for holding, because he actually was grabbing him on the way down, and that's why he ultimately gets the minute 30.
Sting dominating in the face-off circle. They're controlling this one. Remember, they got that shorthanded goal on their last penalty kill. They're looking to do it again. Whoa, big hit. Wes Schaefer. Little pat on the back for Schaefer. No hard feelings. Both teams playing tough. And Schaefer's going to take a seat on that one. And so much for that power play opportunity for the Demon Dogs. Just 21.
Lasted 21 whole seconds there. And I mean, basically, it's just DiMartino cutting to the middle of the rink very quickly. And unfortunately, Schaefer's legs, Wes Schaefer's legs were there and tripped him out. Now it's 3-on-3.
Feed out front for the Sting. DiMartino trying to get a shot off. Alex Payne fighting him all the way. And the shot really never had a chance. Payne now looking for his own opportunity. He feeds it out front, but Phelps can't get a stick on it. Now Sting controlling. Just a minute 30 to go in this first game. Eula back to Kozlow. And a big save by Dwyer. And in another 25 seconds or so, the Sting are going to get about a 21-second power play themselves. Refs encouraging both teams to get out and get set. Face off to Dwyer's right. Demon Dogs come away with it. This is Payne. Taking it across the middle. He's going to push in. Look for a backhand shot. Bounces off of Johnson. Sting with another turnover.
Sting, full strength.
And 1 minute to go as the Sting go back to full strength.
1 minute remaining.
Eula looking for a shot, controlling. Lots of puck handling there. Good save by Dwyer.
I think they're going to get Piz for hooking.
2 men in the box for the Demon Dogs now.
Now, I would hardly say that they've the Sting have put out their top power play unit. I mean, they have PJ DiMartino out there.
Natasha Allen as well. The Demon Dogs get the clear. Got some 2-on-4 hawking going now. 5 seconds left on the first penalty. Now 3-on-4. And PJ DiMartino puts Alex Payne to the boards, and that's going to draw a whistle.
Payne slow to get up. That was
I hate to say it, but Alex Payne definitely in some serious pain there as he tries to crawl back to his bench, getting some help from teammates there.
So Payne was trying to go one-on-one on PJ DiMartino, and PJ just rubbed him off right in front of the scorer's table. And you know, when you're going that level of speed and you end up getting turned around like that and pressed into the boards, it's gonna hurt. Hopefully Payne can come back in this game, but you know, that's just a big hit put on there by PJ DiMartino. Ultimately, though, it cancels out their power play, but probably more concerning for the Demon Dogs for the rest of the series, what's going to be the status of Alex Payne.
Well, 30 seconds left to go in this final period of game one. Some 3-on-3 hockey to finish things out. As we get the face-off to Johnson's right. And Sting win that one. 25 seconds to go. Scally still controlling. He's just going to hang on to it as the time ticks down in this game one. Staying behind the net. Less than 10 to go. Demon Dogs bring the pressure. There's Kozlow. And he's just going to dump it as the horn sounds, and that is going to do it for game one of the 2023-2024 PIHA Finals. Suffolk Sting winning 7-0 over the Demon Dogs.
Ultimately, call it a statement performance there by the Suffolk Sting. They're coming back here motivated. They're coming back here with some nice returns.
Take a look at some of these goals.
Really, if you're just looking at it, that's really where it started there. Just a nice play through the middle, and then Pascali and Halverson going back to back. And all these, see where all these goals are coming from, the low slot, and those are very difficult to defend against these players. That one was the killer, the 5th goal at the end. And ultimately there, it's the Sting and their clutch finishing, their killer finishing that ultimately is the reason why they have the lead by the score, and they won by the score that they did.
Top shelf for every single one of those, and I said they were finding ways to get into the net all over earlier, but I mean, it seems going high is really the answer for them. We'll see if they can carry that momentum into game two. As we take a break here, we'll be back for game two in just a little bit. You're watching Roller Planet. Go ahead and take a minute to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. We'll see you back here in just a little bit. Well, welcome back to the Roller Planet live stream presentation of the 2023-2024 PIHA Finals as we get set for Game 2 between the Suffolk Sting and the Denver Demon Dogs. Game 1, of course, all Suffolk as they won 7-0, coming out strong, scoring 3 times within the first 6 minutes of the game, looking to make a statement, and they certainly did, as they're trying to get a little revenge after last year's loss here in the finals to the Denver Demon Dogs.
Oh, they came out upset for sure, and they really wanted to make a statement here in Game 1, and you know they did. They up 5-0 after the first half. Really, that probably sends the biggest statement. I think one of the things that is really important as you get into Game 2 for the Demon Dogs, they got to score first. They got to score first. They got to score early. They got to put the pressure on the Sting, because if you let the Sting get into the game, Sting scores a couple on early, they are going to be able to hold on very well. They play a high cycle game very well where they're cycling players on the red line. They also cycle players well in the low slot. And ultimately, again, if you're the Demon Dogs, you need to come out firing. I think they got to score the first goal, set the tone here in Game 2.
And they really got to work on their control. Obviously, I think the biggest problem for them in that last game was just too many turnovers, not enough clean passing, and not enough. I mean, they did a good job of breaking up some of the plays, but just not able to recover the puck. The Sting, every time they lose it seems like they would just get it right back.
And that's ultimately, I think, a huge credit to the Sting and the players that they have. They're never out of a play. They are never out of a play, especially, you know, if you have guys on the rink like DiMartino, like Halverson, like Pascali, Team USA gold medalists. Even when they turn the puck over, their ability to get back and ultimately get numbers in front of the puck makes them so difficult to break down if you're the opposing team, and in this case, the Denver Demon Dogs had a tough time doing so. Now, they did have quite a few shots on net. They didn't have the same obvious level of quality that the Sting had, but they got some shots on net, and I expect them to start peppering the Sting early on.
And we'll see who comes out in net here for the Denver Demon Dogs. John Joy pulled from that first game after allowing 7 goals. Keith Johnson getting set once again. Pucks come out, teams warm up for Game 2. About a minute 30 here, minute 40 or so of warm-up time, and then we'll get the face-off going. And it looks like Joy could be done for the night, has some of his gear off as Dwyer skates out once again. We're going to see if the Demon Dogs try to save Joy for later games in this series. But a big statement by the Suffolk Sting is their journey to revenge is off to a very, very strong start. Denver Demon Dogs going to see if they can try to get some of their top goal scorers going here. Of course, they led the league this year. Jake Townsend leading the league in scoring. That's number 8 for the Demon Dogs. On the bench right now, talking it up with Bateman. 30 seconds to go here in halftime. Of course, Game 1 ending with a couple of guys in the box. Emotions starting to run a little high towards the end there, as they tend to do in these things. Both these teams, a lot of heart, a lot of fire.
These are two teams that they go down, they don't go down without a fight. You saw a little bit of that in the Demon Dogs. As it started to get later into that game, things got a little more physical, things started getting a little more chippy, a lot more slashes on the hands, and you have to take that heart into Game 2. You have to be able to use that to fire your team up and then ultimately send a message to the Sting, because if they end up, after that first game, they end up getting the split here tonight, that's going to really change things heading into tomorrow.
We'll see. Demon Dogs will go down with a fight. Won't go down without a fight, I suppose, as you're saying. Both teams are coming out now. Game 2, just seconds away. Official checks with the score box. Looks like there's a puck hiding behind the net for Dwyer. It's holding things up. And they dig it out. Great save by the ref.
Great save by the ref, and I don't know who was there in the stands that was continuously trying to get their attention there. I think maybe he was the one in the entire building that knew where that puck was.
I don't think anybody knew what the delay was.
No, nobody did until they ended up pulling the puck out of the net there. Good work there by our fans here in the building, and there are many.
Game 2 is underway. Sting win the face-off. There's another strong point for the Sting in the first game. Many face-off wins, definitely controlling face-off dot. First opportunity there for John Mueller, goes wide, runs into Dwyer, but everybody's okay. Now Demon Dogs with that shot. And on Steve Brandy, he's in on this game now. He controls. We're gonna get a face-off over to his left.
The guy that started that play was Alex Payne, who weren't sure if he was going to be coming back into this series. Ultimately there, ended up pressing the play. Nice job by Steve Brandy to make the save.
And Sting controlling now across the middle. Tiefenworth with it. And a big score by Pascali. Another early lead by the Suffolk Sting team. And once again, lifting it high to get over top shelf over Dwyer.
Just look at here. That was such a nice chip by Tiefenworth over to Pascali. They've run this play seemingly 100 times. Tiefenworth, just with the backhand, was able to chip it up, and only where Pascali was able to get it 1-0 Sting.
That's at least his third goal of the night. First goal here in game 2. Jackson loses his footing there, but Townsend now controlling. Over to Phelps. Phelps over to Townsend, and that puck is up and out of play. Got to give it to both of these teams, keeping the energy high, moving very well. Of course, you expect to see that in the pro level here in the PIHA.
You do, and with these two teams, like added layers. One for the Demon Dogs is a penalty coming up.
Bateman turns that over to Haverson, and he shoots and scores. Once again, Sting with all the answers in this one. That one actually went in low. Take a look at the replay here.
What
turnover.
Pass by Dan Ely. Backhand through his legs perfectly to Max Alverson, and Alverson's just going to pick the only spot of the net that's open, and that was that low blocker for the 2-0 lead.
Demon Dogs coming away with it.
Sting goal, scored by number 68, Max Alverson, assisted by number 74, Dan Healy.
Alex Payne with the puck behind his own net.
45 seconds,
passes out to Roombout. Roombout moves in, pass out in front. That puck bounces off of Brandy. Demon Dogs can't get anything on the rebound. Now battle behind the net. Sting coming away with it. Little sauce pass. Now the Sting with the turnover. The Demon Dogs who control. It's Payne. Feeds it out. Oh, and a miss wide by Roombout. He had an opportunity there. And just like last game, Demon Dogs creating chances for themselves, just not able to capitalize so far. Sting with possession. Pass up to Halverson. Shoots off the crossbar and up out of play. Bouncing one off the roof here at Xfinity Arena here in Colorado Springs.
Well, to your point there, as Halverson there from basically looked like nothing, almost was able to get the top right corner short side. That's the difference, the main difference again tonight between the Sting and the Demon Dogs. The Sting have just been lethal. Every single opportunity, it feels like they're going to put it away. And with the Demon Dogs, they're always just a little bit off, leaning back a little too much, or just doing one thing a little bit off kilter for them, and they can't finish, unlike the Sting that have done so 9 times tonight.
Townsend had a chance there feeding it out to Schaefer, but that puck not able to find him. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty here on the Sting. The stick got caught up into Townsend's skates. Be a tripling penalty. I think Matos, we'll see here. Yep, it's going to be Matos finding a seat there in the sin bin. Demon Dogs with their 3rd power play opportunity of the night, if not their 4th. Things got a little wild there at the end of game 1. 3-on-4 hockey now. Demon Dogs come away with it. Phelps looking for a shot over to Townsend, back and forth. This power play unit, strong nights last Sunday against the Colorado Springs Thunder, but that's a turnover. As the Sting now control, looking for another shorthanded. Good puck handling, but he loses it, and Demon Dogs come away with it. Wondering there if Pascali is going to do it again. Townsend now. Puck up off the skate of Pascali. Sting control, looking for the clear. Pascali still with it. More good moves, feeds it over. And another shorthander by Max Halverson. Great quick pass there by Pascali with the assist. Halverson makes him pay. And you got to start to wonder, these man advantages really an advantage for the Demon Dogs.
Well, they certainly haven't been tonight. There is a nice play there by Pascali to just pull that defenseman out a little bit, and then just as he goes to ground, he's able to sauce it right over to Max Halverson. And you make a point there. This is really, for all intents and purposes, I'd almost call it a power kill if you are the Suffolk Sting. They have much more room as a result, and for them, it's just been deadly tonight.
And you can tell the Sting, they're just skating with so much confidence as the Demon Dogs look to try and get on the board there. There's a fight out front. Dwyer covers up, a little pushing and shoving. 2 guys tying up there to the left. It's Weger, and Jazz Kitchling. Kitchline with the innate ability to get under the skin of his opponents. Talent many famous hockey players have. Another opportunity there for the Demon Dogs. And Brandy's going to cover up, get another face-off here. 17 seconds left in the power play for the Demon Dogs.
One thing on Kitchline, an undersized defenseman really, but one thing with him is that he is just so smooth. As you can see here, the Sting are just boxing you out.
Alex Payne going for the wraparound shot there. Spinning shot, I should say. No good, bouncing off the blocker. Kitchline controlling now. Comes across the middle, and the Sting go back to full strength. Phelps, bouncing puck, looking to control. That's cleared out. Demon Dogs still with it. Being challenged by Dan Healy. Kitchline back behind his own net. He's going to dump it off for Payne. Payne up the board. Back to Kitchline. The Demon Dogs reset here. Kitchline trying to dump off for Phelps, but that's going to be another turnover. Let's see if it costs them, like so many others have. Clean shot for Halverson. He feeds in, and bouncing off the net is that shot. Demon Dogs clear down the boards and move back the other way. Here's Jay with it. He shoots it in. That goes wide. He goes for the hit up along the boards, and we're going to get a whistle. Jay just getting in a little smack before trying to get onto the bench, and that's going to cost his team here.
Yeah, you're able to play quite physical in roller hockey, but I think that level of checking there will earn you a roughing penalty. But just to finish up real quick on Jazz Kitchline, yeah, he's a bit of an undersized defenseman, but he makes up with it with his intelligence and also his really smooth skating ability. He's able to play and use his size to his advantage and get low and ultimately make things difficult for opposing players.
Demon Dogs could use a little more intelligence in plays like that when they're down 3-0, getting outscored 10-0 on the night. Giving the Sting power play opportunity here. Looks like Townsend's going to try and push that out. More physical action there. No whistles, though, between DiMartino, Townsend, and Kevin Dwyer. Gets the save, and we're going to get a face-off.
And that's ultimately what you have to do to stop Jake Townsend. Nice look there by Tiefenworth and a good save there by Dwyer. But that's ultimately what you have to do against Jake Townsend. You cannot let him get speed, otherwise he's going to burn you. He burned the Sting last year. So far, DiMartino's put him under control.
A good feed by Tiefenworth over to Pascali. Demon Dogs break it up. Sting still controlling. What a strong passing. Demon Dogs trying to get the clear. Good stick there by CJ Piz as they make a slight change. Sting already back in, though. Some strong handling by DiMartino. He's going to get pushed off of it, though. Sting fighting for it down in the far corner. Townsend's going to send that around. Haverson with it. Bouncing puck. All the time in the world back there. 5:30 to go here in the first period of game 2. DiMartino over to Haverson. Slapper goes wide and all the way back down. DiMartino collects, brings it back in.
Demon Dogs, full strength.
Demon Dogs come back to full strength. DiMartino, high shot, goes up and out of play. Back to 4-on-4 hockey as both teams make a change.
Exactly what the Demon Dogs needed. Just kill the momentum, have a nice penalty kill, and now if you're Owen Schaefer's squad, you got to turn that around. You have to be able to turn this into a positive.
A shot right off the face-off there.
Actually, Rombauer almost put it into his own net. That was
Very lucky.
probably the best shot that could have happened there off that face-off, just right into his own goaltender. But ultimately, again, for the Demon Dogs, you got to take this and build off the momentum and get one more.
Weger with it, battling, gonna turn that over. CJ Piz, no clear targets for a pass, so he just sends it around the boards. Demon Dogs still sending it around again. Alex Payne's gonna collect mid-rink. Pass over to Ellis. Ellis with some pressure. There's Payne pushing in on the left. No one to pass to, he loses the puck. And fight for it down behind the net. Pushing and shoving. Sting collect it. The guy's trying to finish hits there, and what an incredible backhanded shot. And a goal for Brett Jackson. The guys looked like they were trying to get their shots in at mid-rink. Brett Jackson making the Demon Dogs pay, giving him a one-on-one matchup there.
always when you go one-on-one, you want to basically, in this case, he just made the move to the backhand early. And when you make the move to the backhand early and you can do it quickly and you're in the low slot, you give the goaltender really not much time to react. And on that one there, is able just to slide it low blocker once again, 4-0 Sting.
The Sting again controlling. Great save by Dwyer. So he was sprawled out. He sticks that glove hand out, keeps that puck out of the net. 4-0 lead for the Suffolk Sting. Pass out front. Another big save by Dwyer. Looming large there in the crease. And there's another goal. So we take another look at that one.
Demon Dogs really trying to force the play where there isn't any, and as you can see here with Halverson and Tiefenworth, you don't leave those two alone on a 2-on-0, and good work there by Tiefenworth right off of the turnover just to go straight to the net. It doesn't matter what level you are in hockey, go to the net and good things will happen. And now the Sting have yet another 5-0 first half lead.
Pascali loses his stick on the face-off there. Demon Dogs now controlling. That shot's high. We got a broken stick by the Sting. Haverson gets another twig. Finds a bouncing puck. Not Haverson, that is Jordan Mula with that. As he gets taken down by Phelps. Tiefenworth.
With 3:54 remaining in the first.
Sting just playing the possession game back there in their own end. Moving back in now, Pascali. Tiefenworth turns it over. That puck bounces off of DiMartino. He controls now in the middle. And that just finds 5-hole Tiefenworth, his third goal, and now looks like a bit of a scuffle down in the corner. Celebration comes to blows there. Tiefenworth with the hat trick here in game 2.
And again, coming off another turnover, nice feed there by PJ DiMartino, and all you got to do if you're Tiefenworth is just open up the wickets of Kevin Dwyer, and it's 6-0.
6-0 here in the first period. Little switch up there by the Sting, mostly going high most of the night. That one finding the 5-hole nice and low. Hits the back of the net. Demon Dogs come away with it. Kitchline holding behind his net, waiting for a little help. Gonna dump that off to Taylor J, moving with some speed. Trying to go end to end here. He's gonna swing around the net. Still looking for a hole, he feeds it in. Goes low, but sticked away by Steve Brandy, and the Sting come away with it. That pass is a little too far ahead for Brett Jackson, but doesn't give up on it. Sting still controlled. Jackson's pass bounces off the head of the Demon Dog. Kitchline again. He loses his footing. And another huge opportunity there for Jackson as he gets the pass just a few feet out in front of Dwyer. Dwyer able to make the save. Now Pascali looking for another one. Goes low. Dwyer makes a save. Some sticks, some pushing, some shoving between these two teams. Jackson and Colby Schaefer. Certainly no love lost between these two squads from this year to last.
Definitely not, and
both guys going to the box there.
what's great about Colby Schaefer is that he always takes on guys his size. He never tries to take on the big guy. He never tries to take on guys smaller than him. It's always the guys that are the same size as him. And, ultimately, I think it can seem a little bit funny at times, but he's trying to give his team a spark.
Pick your battles. As Ted Matos' shot bounces off a Demon Dog and goes high and up out of play. 4-on-4 hockey here with 1:40 to go in the first period of game number 2. 6-0 lead by the Suffolk Sting. Out shooting the Demon Dogs 18-4. So So even more of a commanding performance after that 7-0 win in game 1. More speed by the Sting. That puck gets out too far ahead as Demon Dogs come away with it. Now Alex Payne moving in on the left side. Looks to make a shot. It's taken down, no whistles. And Brandy lost his stick on that, but got it back now. As Dwyer handles the puck. Gives it to Roombout. A minute left to go. We'll see if the Demon Dogs can get something going. Townsend with it now. Pass up to Piz. His shot's no good. And Ellis trying the backhand there, but nothing doing. Demon Dog gets sent to the boards back there. Roombout just swats at it to keep it in. Battle in the far corner now. CJ Piz controlling, feeds it out in front. And then it's going to be Brandy covering up.
So far in this first half, well, really this entire first half, the Sting are doing to the Demon Dogs what they've done to every other team this year. What they do is they don't let you get, first of all, you're not getting through them. They force you to be impatient, and then they counterattack just with such precision. And this is happening exactly the same way tonight. They're playing a really nice 1-1-2 defense, having the two forwards basically go 1, 1, and 2, almost like a T, if you will. And the Demon Dogs can't get through them, so then they end up rushing the play, trying to send 3 guys up to try to offset and get the Sting off kilter, but they won't get off kilter. And ultimately, it just ends up leading to counterattacks up and down the floor.
Let's see if we can hear what the call is, but the Demon Dogs picking up a penalty on that one. Michael Ellis back in the box tonight.
Number 16, Michael Ellis. A minute 30, roughing.
And it's going to be a roughing penalty on Ellis. Townsend controlling, looking for a shot. He shoots, and that hits the crossbar, and that's up and out of play. 5 seconds to go. Demon Dogs trying to get a shorty of their own for their first score of the night. Just not able to do it just yet. A shot by Townsend, as we said, leading PIHA in scoring this season. No such luck tonight so far. Schaefer gets that puck back, but it's the Sting to come away with it. Moving the other way, and there's the horn. And that's going to do it for period 1 of game 2. Once again, a commanding performance by the Suffolk Sting as they lead 6-0. And as the halftime festivities get underway here, we're going to send it to break. We'll be back in just a little bit. The second half action in game 2. You're watching the 2023-2024 PIHA final here on Roller Planet. And if you haven't yet, don't forget, like and subscribe. Before we do that, we're taking goals here. And there was that 5-hole goal there. And some fisticuffs being thrown. A lot of emotion here out on the rink.
Some deadly passing by the Sting. Again, they want to show that last year was an anomaly, and so far they're doing exactly that. They are so far stuffing the Demon Dogs in their quest to repeat.
Well, we'll be back with the second half here of game 2 here in just a little bit. You're watching Roller Planet. Well, welcome back to the second period of Game 2 between the Suffolk Sting and the Denver Demon Dogs. Sting come away with the face-off. Haverson looking for a shot. Goes wide right. Haverson again. Demon Dogs still on the power play. 40 seconds to go on that. CJ Piz whiffs on the clear. DiMartino going back for another stick, but he's going to make a change instead. Haverson controlling now. Over to Pascali. Haverson looking for a shot. Nope, makes a pass. Tiefenworth. Tiefenworth again. Feed over to Haverson, going back. Alex Payne with the stick on it. Pascali. Over to Haverson. Tiefenworth, back to Pask. As the Demon Dogs come back to full strength. Healy's pass is wide left. Sting still controlling though. Pass out in front. Taylor J trying to break that up. CJ Piz now finally gets possession for the Demon Dogs. Now Healy. That's Taylor J, excuse me. He's gonna pass it back as Townsend comes on. Phelps. Low pass, gets broken up. Sting come away with it. Another turnover as Haverson moves in. He's got a man, but passes behind. Tiefenworth. The pass is broken up by Jay. Who collects. Moves across the middle. Pushes in. Comes off of it. Grabbing at the stick. Pascali. Townsend knocks that puck down high, tries to feed into the right, but goes wide. Sting coming out of their near corner. Pass over to Pascali. That's broken up. Good backhand shot by Tiefenworth. That's going to be covered up by Dwyer, though. Sting trying to capitalize again, making the most out of those rebounds. You usually have one or two guys coming in after every shot. A lot of great movement. You can tell this team really good, playing as a unit. No dice on that one though. As we get a face off to Dwyer's left. The shot bounces off his own player. Jackson back. Kozlow. Weger now. That pass knocked out by Phelps. Demon Dogs get a turnover of their own. Now Phelps pushing in across the middle. Shoots off the crossbar again. Phelps, like I said, was a scoring machine last weekend. A lot of close shots here. No good ones yet. Townsend battling on the near boards. Sting come away with it. Here's Weger. It's going to bounce off of Kitchline's skate, up and out of play, and we'll get a face-off. Both teams making a quick change. Only one player coming off of the Sting. We're getting a full line change for the Demon Dogs, though.
If you're the Demon Dogs, you got to start turning. I think at this point, being held scoreless in the first game, they got to get on the board at some point just to give them a little more confidence heading into game 3.
Shot there by Alex Payne. Bounces off of Brandy. He covers up.
They've gotten close. They've gotten real close. But one of the things is one of the toughest things, especially in a final series, is getting the first goal, getting off the schneid, and that'll at least give your team some confidence. Really, this is going to be a long series, and the Demon Dogs need to make it a long series. It all just starts by getting the first one.
Tasha Allen out there. She feeds it out to Pascali. He's moving in across the middle. Pascali looking to make that one count, and he does. Another score by Pascali. It's at least his second on the night, first one of this game.
He just beat Alex Payne, went outside in and ends up firing it again over the blocker. They've been picking on Dwyer blocker side this entire second game, for a little bit in that first game, and they do it once again, 7-0 Sting.
Demon Dogs come away with it. Center rink.
Sting goal. Scorer number 93.
Schaefer controlling.
With 8 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second period. Unassisted. That's 93.
8:20 to go.
With 8:38
7-0 Sting.
remaining in the second period.
There's Payne looking to make a move. Dwyer coming. No, that's Brandy coming out of his net a little bit. Gets a stick on that. Pokes it away. Nice aggressive play by the goalie there. Pascali controlling. He whiffs on that shot, but he still got it. Dumps it out. Looking for the pass out to Natasha Allen in the middle, but Demon Dogs come away with it with a turnover. And bad pass there by Michael Ellis. That has to go all the way back to Kitchline. Now Roombout shoots, and that finds it in. That finds its way in. First goal of the night. Ruben Roombout. Denver Demon Dogs finally on the board here. 7 minutes to go here in game 2. 1-7 Sting.
Absolutely what they needed, just a shot that just snuck its way through the wickets of Steve Brandy. But again, that's just what the Demon Dogs need. Just get on the board, get going. Maybe if they can get a couple of more here at the end, this will make for a very interesting end to this game, and ultimately game 3 tomorrow night.
I'm trying to read some of the body language there on Steve Brandy. I'm not sure if maybe that just hit him in an awkward spot or if he was just really wanted that one back. Blew his shutout. Still a commanding lead for him. Demon Dogs back with it again. Puck goes up high, and now Sting, odd man rush, coming out with a breakaway, shoots. That's Anthony Kozlow, goes wide. And it looks like Dan Healy's in some pain after getting tapped from the back there by one of the Demon Dogs. Kozlow swatting at it, Demon Dogs controlling, that's a turnover by Healy. Seems to be okay now. Tiefenworth, his pass picked off by Townsend. Townsend goes up the boards over to Schaefer, but that's picked off. Healy challenges and wins that. Takes Townsend down, and what a backhand shot for a goal. Healy just over the glove side shoulder. Solves Kevin Dwyer once again. And Sting get that goal back relatively quickly.
What a shot by Dan Healy. After, by the way, being challenged physically, ends up winning the physical battle. Knocks over the defenseman for the Demon Dogs, and just a nice backhand right over the left shoulder of Kevin Dwyer.
I think they called that insult to injury there. Haverson feeds that out in front for Josh Weger, but that goes up high. Nice look. Sting almost put another one back. Wasting no time getting back on the offensive opportunity here. 6:20 to go here in the second period. 8-1 Sting. Demon Dogs control behind their own net. Being challenged. Passed out front, you got 2 Sting there. Shot is high and wide. On the near corner. Battle. Push back out. Nice feed out front. Shot right into the logo. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle here. Maybe Alex Payne. Nope. I was thinking maybe we'd get a call, but we're just going to get a face-off here to the left of the wire. Phelps still playing with lots of intensity. Waiting for something to set up. Now he moves out. Moves around 2 Sting players. Bateman looking for a shot. Trying to feed it in for CJ Piz, but goes wide. Battle along here in the near boards. Bateman again, across the middle. Makes one move around. Still makes another move. Feeds it in. And Dwyer saves, pushes it out. Sting control in the middle. And they're going to push in, look for another opportunity. A great look there for Ted Matos, but does not score. DiMartino, wide pass. Matos again, back to DiMartino.
Dwyer got a paddle. That puck was going right for the middle of the net. Great work by Dwyer on the save.
Great save. Huge hole there for Matos. Now Roombout loses the puck on the near board. Sting recover. DiMartino handling. And that pass is going to bounce off of Mike Ellis's skate. Sting controlling it. DiMartino wins the physical battle. Now back into the middle. That's broken up. Skelly's opportunity there. Demon Dogs with it. Trying to dig it out. Roombout being held up just a little bit, still fighting for it. Now Roombout comes away. He's going to handle in the middle. Looks like he almost fired it into his own goal there. Not sure what he was thinking on that one. They're trying to get a quick pass over to Schaefer, but another foot to the right. He'd have been in the back of his own net. Pascali shot blocked. Comes out to Tiefenworth. Apologies, that was Mueller with that. Demon Dogs with it, pass off the boards to Taylor J. See if they can set something up. He tries to pass into Kishline. Chance on a shot there. And here come the Sting with a 3-up. Nope, one comes off, two on one rush. That's broken up. Good defense by Alex Payne. Pass across the middle, sticked away. A lot of guys losing their feet there in the far corner. Demon Dogs control now, Alex Payne. Pass in for Taylor J, sticked away by Brandy. Puck slides out to the middle, controlled now by CJ Piz. Taylor J now with it. He's gonna move in. That's broken up. The near corner. Demon Dog still controlling the offensive zone. Try to pass out to the middle. That's going to be covered up by Brandy. Piz trying to find Wes Schaefer there. Good heads-up play there by the goalie.
Well, Keith Johnson on this thing is the better goalie, but Brandy has been playing really solid, really steady. Yes, there's the one goal he would want to have back, but I think every goaltender wants to have every goal back, no matter how great it was.
Here comes the Sting. Healy again. Feeds out for Tiefenworth. The shot bounces off the back of the net. Demon Dogs with it now. Challenged by Haverson, who comes away with it. Now Haverson. He shoots. It bounces off of Dwyer. That gets fed around. Alex Payne collects it in the near corner. He's going to send it back around to CJ Piz, who's going to start moving up. Now Bateman over to Phelps. Phelps makes a move. That's broken up. Runs it straight into two Sting. Tiefenworth over to Haverson. Haverson across half the rink. Healy. Haverson. Shot. And that's wide. Jackson out there now. He's back for the Sting. And here comes Jordan Mueller. He pushes in on the middle. Makes one move. Going to try a backhand note to the forehand, and that covered up. A little pushing and shoving now as Mueller tries to paw at the puck, so to speak. A lot of hands and faces right now as the refs get in there and try to break things up.
The puck paw at each other.
Minute 27 here to go in the second period of game 2. So we get a face-off here to Dwyer's left. Demon Dogs doing the face-off, but don't have control. Now they have it. Colby Schaefer with it. Gonna try to put some speed on that puck. And tough pass there, broken up by Haverson. Schaefer with a chance to tip it in. Brandy is there. Now feed out to Uyghur. He shoots. That bounces off Dwyer. Demon Dogs fighting for it in near corner. Sting come away with it. And Sting just going to play the possession game as time winds down. 40 seconds to go here in game 2.
Ultimately tonight, a real statement performance by the Sting in both games. If you came to this final thinking that the Sting were just going to take last year's loss and not improve on their team, you are very mistaken. They got better, they got deeper, and ultimately they've asked questions that...
Well, down at the other end here, in front of the Demon Dogs net, we got pushing and shoving between Jackson and Schaefer. Emotions running high here in the Xfinity Arena. This time is just going to wind down. Looks like the refs are just going to let the horn blow and send this one to the locker rooms for tonight.
At the end of the game, Suffolk Sting 8, Denver Demon
We're going to start to take a look at some of these goals from tonight. This game 2, a lot like game 1. Sting starting strong, early and often. Pascali, 2 big ones there. Might have been the same one. That's the 1 goal from the Demon Dogs tonight. That incredible backhand shot. Thing of beauty.
Just to look through all of these again, the Demon Dogs came to play there. That was such a nice snipe after Dan Healy ended up just beating the guy physically. But again, Suffolk Sting set the tone tonight. Demon Dogs are going to have to do a lot much better tomorrow if they expect to remain in the series.
And as we said at the beginning of our evening, the Sting really, really happy to be getting back some of their big guns that they did not have last year. And even though the Demon Dogs were ultimately able to win in Game 7, you know, it really took everything they had. They were on the ropes with the Sting up 3-0, down all those players, and now that they're back to full strength, so to speak, it's going to be tough sledding for this Denver team. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here with the Suffolk Sting winning both games. We'll be back here tomorrow night, Saturday, same time, here on Roller Planet for games 3 and 4 of the 2023-2024 PIHA Finals. And don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here right here tomorrow. For Joe Oria, I'm Logan McCrary, and for everybody here on the Roller Planet crew, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow.